Not a sou.
The car was sold as is.
Sue. And
car,
he said,
him.
listen to me, you're getting a Zippo. Nothing. Now, he's got a counterclaim, and his counterclaim is for the $2,600 for the car that he doesn't have. But Mr. Lopez, that comes under the category of buyers beware. People who buy cars on eBay and pay for them without seeing them suffer the consequences of their own lack of vigilance. You want a car? Get in the car, drive it, take it for a test drive, take it to a mechanic before you give some stranger who lives hundreds of miles away your hard-earned money on faith. Because that's what it is when you buy a car on eBay. When you buy a used car from anybody, nobody's going to give you a guarantee or a warranty. I can't give you your money back. I don't know where the car is now, but probably at a tow yard. I assume that you didn't go and get it. Is that right?
I wasn't able to obtain the car because there was a plate that he had put on there. I don't know how he got it, but he abandoned it in a no parking zone, and I had the tow truck to come and get it, but he left with the keys, so I was not able to move the vehicle.
I'm going to take out my violin for you. I'm going to take out a violin for you, a mini violin. You sold a lemon on eBay.
It was
You're allowed to sell a lemon.
When I sold
Listen to me. I'm not saying you're not allowed to sell a lemon. People sell lemons all the time. They put them together with glue, and they say, just let them get off the block. After that, they're not my problem. That's why I always tell people, have your mechanic look at it before you buy it.
Exactly.
But there's no question. I read your complaint. You had trouble with this car. You had the car for 6 months, and you unloaded it, on an unwitting purchaser. That's his problem. He's a grown man.
The problem was fixed.
That's what you say. Evidently not. Because do you think Mr. Lopez, Miss Hills, flew from Syracuse to New York, took a train and a car in order to come to pick up his new car for which he had paid you, only to go back home without his car and without his money?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Your case is dismissed. Goodbye. Yours too.
What about my money?
Your Honor,
we're going to let people like this run away with murdered all the time?
Listen to me, Mr. Lopez. You weren't paying attention. When you buy a car that's a teenager, my suggestion is you don't buy it on eBay. Pay attention. You don't have your listening ears on. You have 2 mouths and 1 ear right now. And I suggest that's just converse to what you should have. You go to a place with a mechanic and you say, look over this car and tell me if it has any problems because it's 13 years old. You don't buy it in New York when you live in Syracuse and keep your fingers crossed. That's my answer. I wish I could help you, but I can't because you're a grown man and that's what you're supposed to do. Now I say to you, say not another word, and just go.